I've been into all types of chicks, man. Whether it be skinny, thick, in the middle. You know, there's somebody for everybody. But in social media, what social media has done, it makes people believe that men like one thing when really men like everything. You know? So you definitely look into these particular circumstances, you know, why these particular females are doing things that they are doing. They're following trends, you know. What is it? Lala, you said that. You say I get on your nerves, but you like my topic. See, that's the thing. No matter how much I get on your nerves, you still come back. They always come back. That's usually how it is, man. That's usually how it is. You know, people like what I say. I say something, I make a video they don't like. They claim they're gonna unsubscribe, but then they're still watching. They're still watching, you know, because I make very good videos. You know, I do, you know. All right. I appreciate that. Make sure that y'all are subscribed to Jada Black live streams too, because I'm telling y'all, I don't do live streams over here very much. I really don't. You know. Let's see. Oh, of course. I mean, listen. I'm not the one to be all up on a female who has a bunch of tattoos all over the place, especially with dudes' names all over them. You know, there's a lot of women out there who have a bunch of big old tattoos because they're tattooing the names of their ex-boyfriends. So that stuff goes on. You know what I'm saying? Women, especially women with chest tattoos. I mean, come on now. The chest tattoos are not something that men are, you know, that they look for in a woman. You know, that makes a woman look very masculine. You know what I'm saying? So when you got a big old chest tattoo, dudes aren't really checking for you like that. I don't care how big your ass is. They might smash, but they're not looking to take you home to mommy and dad. Okay? Yeah, and that's why we have to get them out of it. We have to get women out of that, you know, we have to get them out of that mindset of copying their favorite female rapper or singer or IG model. You know, I wish women was, see, I make videos about IG models here and there. That's usually because they're doing some fuck shit. They're putting people on blast. They're really trying to get their name out there, you know, and they're doing the most. That's why I speak out about them, you know. And I just feel like women, they see the attention that these women may get, but those women are doing the most. They're twerking. They literally have no clothes on social media. They're wearing two-piece in damn near every photo. So of course they're going to get attention because they're doing the most. They're leaving less and less to the imagination. So of course guys are going to show them attention. But will those guys wife those women? No, they're not going to wife those women. They're not going to wife those women. You know? Why would they wife those women? For the most part, those women get ran through. That's why they always putting somebody on blast, because they're used to dudes smashing and dashing. You know, and that's why I try to tell women who aren't about doing that, you're getting discouraged for no reason. You can't tell me that if you are an attractive woman, you're not getting approached by other men. That's a damn lie. We know you're getting approached. Listen, I know you're getting approached. Okay? Maybe not to the degree you would, you know, maybe years ago, because times have changed. You know, we have all these movements of women claiming they're being harassed on the street. That's going to make less men want to approach you. I don't care how alpha you think he is. Men can see when women are looking for opportunities to point the finger and say, that person is bothering me. They're a problem. And what needs to happen is more women need to speak out against that. But they're choosing not to. They're choosing not to do so. They're choosing to go along with everybody else, which is a problem. What's good, Camille? Shout out to all the people. There's some new people in here. Y'all might have been in my comment section, and I ain't seen it. I know y'all probably been commenting on my videos, and I ain't seen it. I watch a lot of my comments the first day, and maybe if I get a notification, somebody say something stupid or they mention me, I go and I make them look like a complete clown. But if you're new to the channel, go ahead and shout yourself out. If I notice that you're new, I'll shout you out. Hopefully this won't be the last time I see you, because there'll be people I see here and there. You be like, hey, Jay, what's up? And then you never see them again. It's like, That's how it be, man. I just wish women would not panic and not overreact. Just because you're okay with men approaching you, there are some women who are highly sensitive. There are women out there, man, who are picky about the men they want approaching them, unfortunately. And that makes men less and less inclined to want to approach women. So what happens is more people are on social media looking for, women to talk to, or you got women who are looking for men to talk to on social media. That's become the new normal. All right, cool, Kelly. Appreciate being a newbie. Men be trying to, Lonnie, you say men be trying to come at you in the comment section. They're probably I believe they're flirting. They probably be flirting, Lonnie. They be flirting with you. That's all that is. Some of these guys be flirting, but they don't know how to flirt. So they'll come at you hard, but then they'll soften up. I seen that. I seen dudes come at chicks hard in comments, and then they'll soften their stance, and they want to know what your IG and what your Facebook is. I've seen that too. Okay, lovely Bonita, you say you're new? Okay, cool. I appreciate it. You're never going to have absolution. As long as people understand what you're saying, then and they agree, at least mostly. Don't have to agree with all of it, but at least mostly, But yeah, man, it's become normal for people to get together on social media. I knew this back in 2013, man. I was, talking to, females and seeing them outside of social media, and that was back in 2013. Imagine what's going on now. Imagine what's going on now. Okay, her name is Cornisha. Well, I appreciate it. I was doing that back in 2013. So imagine what's going on now, But like I said, man, that's why when you look at these circles on YouTube, right? You've seen an increase of women being a part of where male groupings are at. You know what I'm saying? You've seen that increase because women want to be where the men are. They don't want to be separated. But you got these social justice warriors and you got these feminists. They want to keep things going between men and women. But you got women that are wondering why they're not getting approached. They're wondering why men feel a certain way about them. Look no further than the women that you're around, Shout out to Andito Gamer. What's up, Jay? Been busy with traveling for work and running marathon. Okay, that seems very busy. Well, I appreciate that, Andito. Yeah, you've been busy, bro. Running marathons, okay. Yeah, but look no further than your resident feminist SJW lames. These people that want to keep things perpetually going between men and women, and that's what you have to look for. You know what I'm saying? Definitely what you have to look for. That's why it's up to me and others to be able to make sure that you see things from a logical standpoint. You know, I don't hate anybody, but I will call out BS. Oh, you did, Esther? Okay, let me go check it out. But yeah, it's up to us to really, especially me, to point out a lot of bullshit that's going on. Esther, I haven't gotten anything yet, but when I do, I'll shout it out. I'll make sure I look for it. Sometimes it take a little while. But yeah, I'll check for it. But like the stream, people, like the stream. We are live here. Y'all gotta understand, when I first started out making videos, right? There weren't a lot of, especially a lot of black males doing what I was doing as far as making the content the way I was making it. There were those that were there. But when I started out, I basically, a lot of the people who watched me were white males. You know, you had some black dudes, but it trickled. After a while, they started to notice my content because I was inspired by an idea of being red pilled and really putting my viewpoint out there from my experiences and the things that I observed, you know, and it leads me to a direction of wanting to see people do better. Shout out to Take, man. All these surgeries gonna turn them into ex machina. I'm telling you, man. That's how it seems. That's how it really seems, man. Like they're getting all these surgeries, you know, just to look like other people, basically, because they're getting. You gotta understand, they're getting inspired by other women. Okay, and they'll tell you that. They'll tell you that they get dressed up, you know, to impress other women, not to impress men. But when you look at everything in its entirety, they're trying to get the attention of men because they're not investing in themselves just so they can just take some pictures on social media. They're trying to win the lottery, so quote unquote. They're trying to get a baby by one of these guys. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Jewel? See you. Let's see. I see a lot of originals. Good. Yeah, like the stream, people. And see, that's the thing. I've got dudes upset at me. I got women who be upset at me. But at the end of the day, it's all about what's right and what's right and what's wrong. And when I feel like something is wrong in society, I'm gonna speak on it, especially when it pertains to me as a black man. You know, when something pertains to me as a black man, of course I'm gonna speak on it. I'm not gonna shy away from it. And I want people to understand something. Like, I don't really have an issue with, you know, people having their own points of views and certain people feeling a certain type of way, because it's up to them. We have to live our lives. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to always speak truth because that's how I was raised. I was raised to be honest, you know, not to really fear ramifications of it. But see, I'm a very careful person. Hold on, let me see what's going to say. Hey, Jay, love your videos. It's always been an open dialogue. Well, thank you, Tracy Friday. I appreciate it. I just seen your comment. So that's why I'm always, you know, honest about what I say. Okay, cool, James Harden. Make sure y'all like the stream too. You know, you see, I don't fear people getting upset at me. I don't fear women getting upset at me. I don't fear men getting upset at me, because I know at the end of the day, there's still going to be men and women who are going to agree with what I say. Because I've seen it. I go in on people, but I still have, you know, people that say, you know what, Jay, you was right. Like, when I made videos on, you know, female fuckery, I still will have females that will say, you know what, Jay, you were right. Because they know I was right. You know, it don't come from a place of hatred or disdain. It comes from a place of really getting you to understand my perspective. Shout out to Raiders. It was good. Yeah, a lot of that do go on Miss Ma. That's why I wish women would stop getting those implants, but they still continue to get them. Shout out to Saliva. I'm a cart pusher at Walmart. Okay. All right, Saliva. So for all of you dudes out there that feel like you have to tell women everything they want to hear, that don't mean they're going to sleep with you. As a matter of fact, the women that disagree with me more may sleep with me quicker than they ever sleep with you. You're going to be in the friend zone. As a matter of fact, you're going to be in the freezer. You're going to be deep in the freezer with no way out. Because you chose to take the simp route instead of you understanding that being honest with a woman will get her more into you than anything else. You know? I'm about to sell sex dolls picture. Yeah, right, Naima. So you gonna sell sex dolls? It might be a good hustle. I'm not looking for one, but there's a group of people who are. Beth, you can go to pixels.com and you can find her. You know? You can find, if you talking about the female in this particular stream, you know? But yeah, I'm good on the sex dolls. What do you think about breast reduction? Listen, if a woman getting a breast reduction, I think that's a little bit different than a woman getting them enlarged. You know, from what I understand, you know, I don't think they deal with as much, you know, after pain. But you know, I don't know too many women who've had breast reductions. But yeah, some of you guys that are simping for these women and telling them what they want to hear, you're going to be deep in the freezer. That's where you're going to be. You know what I'm saying? While I'm, you know, talking to the women that you really want to get with, but I'm speaking to her in a real red pill manner. You know what I'm saying? And she's cooperating, she's listening, she's trying to learn. While you sitting up there, you're trying to get on her good side. I've already won her over with my honesty. We said only strippers and Dominicans from the Bronx. Do you know any particular Armor B? You know, that's why I try to tell y'all, man. Listen, I don't come on YouTube. Basically to, you know, puff my chest out like I can do this better or that better. I come with honesty, you know, realness. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't come here to campaign for female validation. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to understand that when you have women who are naturally attractive, like Aisha Curry, or like the Queen Naija chick, she's attractive to certain guys, you know. And you try to get these bigger butts and bigger hips, that shows that you have low self-esteem, which means that there's a lot of dudes who could get at her. I don't care who she's with. If a woman shows an ounce of insecurity like that, well, that's not an ounce, but if a woman shows insecurity like that, she's already naturally in the face attractive, right? She's thin, but she has to get a bigger butt or bigger hips. That shows that your girl is massively insecure, which means that the wolves can get at your girl, man. And the wolves can get at your girl, man. And there's a lot of wolves out there. There's a lot of wolves out there. What's going on, Deshane? So you dudes got to understand, man, if you are dating women who have to get surgeries just to make her feel good about, just so she can feel good about herself, Bro, your girl for everybody. The wolves are gonna come around, man. And that's what we're gonna see with Aisha and with this Queen Naija chick. Y'all know the dude, that Queen Naija chick, he ain't that strong. He can't handle that type of... This dude comments in her comment section every post. He can't handle that. When them wolves get on her. Y'all know what wolves I'm talking about. You know? Didn't a rapper try to holler at her when she was pregnant? No respect for that dude, man. But I just want to know, like, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it for you to have to stand up or sit on your knees for 6 weeks because you just got your ass done? To be taking all these medications. Queen Naija says that she's dealing with anxiety issues because of the medication she's taking. You got Aisha Curry admitting to wanting a breast lift, a boob lift or whatever. Do y'all really think that was to make Steph Curry happy? Steph Curry married you. You have no reason to get your boobs lifted unless you're just insecure. You know? So I want y'all to understand that, man. A lot of women nowadays are lonely. I've said this. There's a lot of lonely women out there who are ripe for the pickings. But some of you brothers don't get it because you're weak. You're taking the wrong route to try to get with these females. Some of you dudes will either argue with these women or you will simp for these women. You ain't got to do neither. All you got to do is be honest with them. All you got to do is be honest with them. You be honest with them, it will take you farther than choosing to go the blue pill route. Don't go the blue pill route. You can do a lot better. You can do a lot better. Appreciate that, Vern. Always somebody seeking my attention. Or it was. Shout out to both of y'all. When I will tell you this, when I do get a girlfriend, quote unquote, or a girl, I'll bring on YouTube so you can hear. How about that? How about that? Since y'all so curious and wondering as to why I don't have one, it ain't a matter of why, it's a matter of when I want to do that. How about that? But she definitely won't be no female trying to get no surgeries. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna need no surgeries. All right, Miss Ma. Oh man, forgetting the bulls, man. I'm assuming after breastfeeding. Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. I mean, I don't think that in Aisha Curry's situation, I don't think it was breastfeeding unless y'all heard something I didn't. I don't think that breastfeeding was the issue. I just think she had a self-esteem issue. You know what I'm saying? I just think that she is looking at the women who are approaching Steph and she's feeling insecure about that, you know? But if you feel like you have a good dude, you shouldn't have to feel insecure about that. Like you really shouldn't. If this dude loves you, like you would say he do, you shouldn't even worry about that. What's going on, Rachel from the UK? Yeah, she said that she got postpartum after having one of her kids. I didn't hear anything about the tits going south. Is there a way to get bigger boobs natural? I don't know. I don't know if it's naturally. I don't know. Naima, I don't think you're lonely. Maybe the people around you just don't bring you life. Naima, you need somebody to bring you life. I don't think you're lonely. No woman is lonely. So you are saying that even when you get a man, you still need to keep yourself up to keep. Yeah, I know, Drea. Of course, you got to do that. But that's the thing. Like with Steph, like I believe Steph is so in love with her that he would forgive certain things. But I've even said it. Like that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be in shape. You know, she's a chef, so I'm pretty sure that you could eat better. You can hire personal trainers. You can put the work in to look good for them. That's her decision, and it seems to me that she's not concerned with that. You know, she wants her accomplishments to matter more than the physical upkeep. You know what I'm saying? That's how it seems to me. Lie original, I'll open them up when I'm ready to open them up. Just hold your horses, okay? Is that? Now with Ayesha Curry, I will say this though. Ayesha Curry is not the typical attention-seeking female. So this caught everybody by surprise. So we can't say that she's an Instagram model and she just she regularly searches for attention on social media. We can't really say that with Ayesha because she doesn't have a pattern of doing this shit. So we can't really say that. There's other people that we definitely could say that about, but we can't necessarily say that about her. But I'm telling you right now, whenever it comes to relationships, man, and when things come easy, and I believe that relationship with Steph came easy, and there's really no motivation to move forward in it and to try new things and do new things. But you married this man when he was already in the NBA, so what do you? That's the lifestyle you chose. Like I know you speak to his mother, and she's talked about it. And Jika, what's going on? So I want people to really to understand that Ayesha is not the typical IG model, or whatever. She's a wife and a mother. See China White peeking through the trees. Why you peeking? Just say what's up. That's all I gotta do. Can you bring me life, Jaye? Naima, you said, can I bring you life? I don't know, can I? Can I bring you life? You got to embrace me, But of course, I'm always bringing life to people. People either really like me or really don't like me. There's only one or two. So I can definitely bring people life. You just have to let me in. All you gotta do is let me in. But like the stream, people, I am going to open up the phone lines. Just give me a second. I want to hear what you got to say. If there's any women who are listening that has gotten some fake assets, and we're not talking about a breast reduction, but I do want to talk about women who've gotten Brazilian butt lifts or a boob job or whatever. Let's talk about it, Because we could probably have this conversation in a couple of different streams. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right, China White. I highly doubt that. Jay, I most of the time don't like you. Well, why don't you like me, Alma? But Alma, you're here. You don't like me most of the time, but you're here listening to me. That says that I have a very strong influence on you. You know, I have a very strong influence on you. I don't think she said anything bad. I don't think China White said anything bad. Yeah, Naima got the new profile pic. I see you, Naima. The new profile pic and everything. Kelly Ma, you say you've only got one type of Brazilian and it wasn't a butt lift? Okay. Okay. All right. Hold on. I know got their bodies done are lonely and miserable on social media, claiming they got haters, but nobody cares. That's a good point, Sham. There are a lot of lonely chicks out there. And I've said it, man. These chicks, I don't care how big and fake your ass is. I don't care how good you look in your social media posts. You ain't got no man that loves you. Every man that's around you just wants to screw you. They not gonna put no ring on your finger. That's got to hurt. You know, that's got to hurt. The chicks that ain't got no tits, ain't got no ass, can keep a man, can get a man to marry them while you are on social media putting up thirst traps and ain't no real decent men around you. It's almost like you're a good man repellent, so to speak. A good man repellent. Let's see. You know, but I know that there are people like, you know, the Alma B's of the world that may not like, what's going on, Chantia, that may not like me majority of the time, but they respect me. They respect me because I'm honest with them. And I will continue to be honest with them because I gain nothing from being cool with them and telling them what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Sarah Lee, no, I'm not West Indian. I'm American Negro. I may have some Geechee in my family. I don't know. Still Lionheart. Make sure y'all like the stream. Shout out to the new people. All right. I'm putting them in the chat. Now, y'all got to keep these phone calls brief and don't call my show acting ignorant. We don't want ignorant people. We want logical people who, you know, want to have conversations. And I appreciate that, you know. M&T Fishing Adventures. That's an interesting name. Yeah, I'm ADOS. ADOS for real. American Negro. ADOS for real. You all can say second stream, okay. Skinny, extremely fat, not too many men. Yeah, right, Sam. I be seeing a lot of skinny women, no tits, no ass. They got a dude. They're married. They got families. They not going to extremes to get no man. There's certain people that will go to those extremes. All right, you're live with Jada Black. The topic is women with fake assets. You're live with Jada Black. What's good? Hold on. Are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on? What's your name?
It's Shantia. How you doing?
What's going on, Shantia?
I'm good. I was calling in because you have a good topic.
Uh-huh.
That everybody, is really interested in. But I just kind of wonder, I wanted to ask you, do you feel like some of what she's feeling is due to postpartum since she just had a baby not too long ago?
Well, according to her, after she had the second child, she had postpartum. And that's what made her get the boob lift. You know what I'm saying? And...
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but Then she also revealed that she's on medication, like she takes meds for depression.
She said she was dealing with it. I know she said she was dealing with depression. I don't know if she's taking medication. She might be, but I think it's more for anxiety.
Okay.
Yeah, because the lifestyle is getting to her. That's why she's going at people in comment sections and things of that nature. Yeah.
Yeah, it just shows that no matter if you're rich or poor, or you still have you still gonna have some issues. And I just want to agree with you that it's just important for women to know that no matter how much surgery you get, like, you just really have to be confident and in tune with yourself. Just because you may get all the surgery doesn't mean that you're gonna have an ideal relationship or even be happy. And on the flip side, somebody who's just more natural and takes care of themselves and thinks highly of themselves may attract a great relationship. So I just think that this should be a lesson for women in particular to just try to think more highly of yourselves. Don't worry so much about trying to get surgery. Just take care of yourself, eat right, because it's like none of that guarantees anything. And a lot of times women, like you said, these IG models, they end up getting used and wind up by themselves in the end, where somebody who just has more self-love and just takes care of themselves, they're gonna probably end up winning or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just I think it's just all about self-love, having self-esteem, and just walking in your own lane. That's what I feel.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, Shantia, I appreciate you calling in. All right.
All right, but that's a really, really good topic because you don't really hear. I don't really hear a lot of people like yourself trying to uplift. It's all about being fake. So.
Well, of course
but
not.
All right, then. I'll talk to you later. Okay.
All right. Thanks, Shantia.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, that's the theme of like the last two videos. The last two videos, I've been speaking on this about women getting surgeries. And both that was the theme. It was kind of like a lead up. It was like I was gonna speak on these particular topics and then do a stream on it. That was how I was scripting everything. And that's what I want to do with the stream, was to have a conversation with all of you, especially the ladies here, because I know dudes. I mean, we're not out here getting these surgeries like that. You know what I'm saying? But we can speak to you and get your perspective, especially from you natural women. You women who are natural, you're not out here getting surgeries. We can definitely get your perspective on this. Okay? And of course, I speak on things that I feel like are definitely a part of the culture. Definitely a part of the culture, and we really need to speak on what's going on in the culture, because we have a lot of crazy shit going on out there. You know what I'm saying? Things seem like it's on top of his head. No logic out here whatsoever. You're live with Jada Black. What's good? Yo.
It's me, Saliba.
What's going on, Saliba?
Not much. I'm gonna make it short as possible.
All right.
I wanted to just say that you are correct, because a lot of these women, they want to be these Instagram models, and they are jealous because they see some of these guys chasing these Instagram models. What they don't understand is that, unfortunately, these guys that be chasing these Instagram models, they something's wrong with them, because all they're looking at is booty and tits. That's all they're looking at. They're looking at nothing. And that's the type of guy you want. When you want a guy that loves you for you, your personality, not just your body. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying, like, when you said that you have skinny women out here that are married and have men, and these Instagram models don't, you're right, because there are women out here who are secure with themselves. They happy with the body they have, and they wait for the right man, a real man, a decent man, that's going to approach them in a respectful manner and boom, next thing you know, they're married. And I know women that have no booty and tits, and they've been married for like, what am I? I'm 37 now. Been married since I was like almost 18, and they've been married until now, happily married. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got these women on Instagram, and they're getting ran through. Like, they're getting ran through. You know? And unfortunately, you got some guys who, like I told you before, it was a joke. When I told you I work at Walmart, I wanted to give you more than $2, but, you know, I don't get paid until tomorrow. But the thing is that if you had some of them Instagram models come up to Walmart, listen, I work with some thirsty guys. Like, there are good guys, they see a woman with a fat, oh my God, she's got a big booty. They'll be talking about it for like 4 hours. And I'm like, okay, it's nice to look at. Yeah. All right, but damn, you got to go on about 4 hours, bro. What about you're just trying to hit, and you got some of these women out here who want to get enhancement on their body so they can get men like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, that's why I just want to throw it. Like, you were correct in everything you said. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've been felt like this for a year. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a couple of years ago. I was like, yeah, man, I wish I could get with these Instagram. These Instagram models are good looking. But then I thought about something one day. I'm like, yo, wait a minute, hold up. These women got fake ass, fake tits. Their personality probably sucks, and that is the one thing with me. Yeah. I may look at a big booty and say, oh, she got a big booty for a couple of minutes, but I mean, if your personality sucks, I'm just going like, okay, you know what, next.
Also, a lot of these women have mental issues. In order to get all those surgeries, something mentally has to be wrong with you.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Because you're not. Listen, I'm 269 right now. You know, I'm a little on the chubby side. You know, not super fat, but you know, I don't have a 6-pack, muscles and stuff like that. I'm not bodybuilder or nothing like. I'm secure with my body. I want to lose weight, you know, for health reasons. Not to look good for no other women. Listen, you take me as I am right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to change for nobody. I am not the worst guy in the world. I am not a nasty person. I'm a nice person. I'm trying to be respectful. You take me as I am, or you don't take me at all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm trying to be Mike. That's my name. I'm trying to be Mike. Okay. I'm not trying to be no one else. You have some of these females that want to be these Instagram models, and like you said, something is wrong in the head with them, because why would you want to get breast implants and booty? Women have died from this. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but you was correct in everything you said, man. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the phone call, bro. All right.
All right, man. All right. Keep up the good work, man.
Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
All right. Shout out to Saliva with the call. You know? Yeah, but man, it's, you know, the gist of this stream is about having higher self-esteem and not looking to get surgeries. Having fake, you know, assets will not get a ring on your finger. I'm sorry to tell you females who like getting these surgeries. Dudes, honestly, deep down, most men, they don't want a woman who mentally is willing to put herself through that when they really don't have to, you know? And that's what we need. We need to put logic back in what is going on. Let's see. It's a call-in number. You got something to say? Especially the women who may feel a certain way about this topic that want to call in, you can do so. All right. Let's hear the perspectives. Perspectives is always good. You know. I see you, Parker. This has got the gym. Okay. Like the stream, fam. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jada Black live streams too as well. You know. Yeah. What's good, Rome is a beast? These girls are drinking bodybuilding supplements to look thick. Really? They're doing that? Damn. Are you talking about the fitness models? The chicks who all cut up? Some of them chicks be looking hella unnatural. Or is it that fake tummy tea that these chicks be promoting? Do they actually use that? You know? Are they actually using that fake tummy tea? That's what I want to know. Are they actually using the fake tummy tea? You know, that's what we need to really look at. You know, because, you know, there's nothing better than a natural female who doesn't need validation. A female who's confident, a female who is, you know, focused. Men are drawn to that. Men aren't drawn to women with no personalities. You know, women who are dry, shallow. You know? You gotta have some substance, you know? Where's the substance? I'm literally drinking a protein shake right now. Okay, Alma. All right. Are you in the gym right now, Alma? Why you listening to me live? You know? Hold on a second. Laura Original, you said what is a Geechee? Well, they're mostly they're you know, African descendant peoples down here in South Carolina. You know. As a matter of fact, hold on, I may pull up a video. There are people who actually speak. No, I ain't gonna pull them up. This wrong live stream. But yeah, they're kind of like islanders. It's kind of weird. They're basically islanders down here in the Low Country. Is what they call South Carolina, the Low Country. They're in Georgia as well. You know, basically got their own communities. It's very interesting. It's very interesting peoples. Very interesting peoples, man. Hey, Shan, why don't you call in? Shan, call in. Yeah, Gullas. Oh, Emma, you just came from the stream? Yeah, they are Gullas. Let's see. Gullas, what? Yep. Yeah, but they're mostly, I personally train. They should come see me. Okay, Ocean say he personal training. Okay. If you're on IG and all you see is big booties and twerking, it's because that's what you are searching for. So that's your algorithm. Not really, Naima. Not really. Like on the search page, they have all these different posts. You'll literally see a video of a female who's either posing or she's about to twerk. Okay, it's usually what your followers are looking at. I think if your followers are looking at certain things, it'll show up on there. You know, I think. You know. Oh shit! Somebody just called in. Okay, well, call back in. I just seen your number. Call back in. I don't understand. Sounds. Hold on. Sound was off. Well, call back in. We'll call back in, La Original. Anybody else that just called in? There is no busy signal. Hold on. Let me see. Do I have to call my own number? It shouldn't be a busy signal. Hold on. What? Okay. Well, let me see. What the fuck? Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Get out of that. Go back. It says it's busy. Hold on. I'm signing back in. So let me go to recent. Okay, so my phone line is tripping. Phone lines is tripping. Son of a bitch. Okay. We got calls. You're live with Jay the Black. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Jay, bro?
Yo, what's good,
You hear
man?
me, man?
Y'all hear you?
Ain't shit, bro.
Okay.
So, like, man, thirsty niggas make me sick as fuck, bro. Like, I saw some shit today, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got this chick, right? You can tell she works some office job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Little sister or whatever. They got these 3 construction worker niggas, you know, at the little racetrack or whatever, gas station.
Mm-hmm.
They all trying to holler at. I'm like, this sister not even in holler mode, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, all y'all doing is blowing this chick head up, bro.
Well, that happens a lot, man. The guy dudes do that nowadays. They be hyping chicks up.
I could see if she was at a club or some shit and you wanted to holler, bro. This chick ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of dudes don't have no respect for themselves, bro. Like, they'll just holler at anything just to be hollering, bro. And that's like, that brings the stock of black men down, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because I felt embarrassed for them fucking niggas, bro. I was like, God, I knew they was going to do it before they even did it, too, bro. I was like, God damn, why y'all do this shit, bro? You know what I'm saying? And all she going to do is think, I was getting sexually harassed, and but her head going to get blown up at the same time. But I'm attracted. That's all y'all fucking accomplished with that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, another thing that's starting to bother me, bro, is, like, a lot of men nowadays, bro, they don't.
Hold on, bro. Hey, somebody's on the line, people. If you listen to the show, there's somebody on the line right now. That's why you can't get through. But you go ahead, bro.
Yeah. A lot of people don't have no fucking game at all, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my older cousin taught me how to talk to women and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, man, don't ever ask no girl for your fucking number and no shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever ask no girl, hey, can I please have your number? No, some shit like that. No. If you're talking and the vibe is right, always say authoritative answers and questions and shit. If you talk to her like, yeah, you want to do it, what's your number? Don't ask her, can I have your number? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if a girl acting wishy-washy with you, you know what I'm saying? Just give her your number. Like, look, but I don't know what you want to do, but look, here's my number. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that worked, but I did that one time with this chick, and, like, this chick called me a couple weeks later, right? I didn't even remember who the fuck she was, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, who's this? She was like, this is Linda. I'm like, yeah, and she was like, yeah. I was like, oh, snap, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these brothers just untrained, bro. Like, they just untrained, bro. And they have you ever had sex with a girl with breast implants or booty implants?
Nah, can't say I have.
I felt butt implants, and I've had sex with a girl with breast implants.
Mm-hmm.
The girl with the breast implants, I give her a pass because she had nothing. Her titties weren't even big. She had like fucking. If she didn't have them implants, she wouldn't have shit, bro. They weren't even big. I give her a pass. She wouldn't have nothing. But the butt implants, bro, that shit feel like you fucking a damn basketball, dude. You know what I'm saying? You feel a little bit of skin, then you feel that fucking implant, bro. So that you might as well have sex with a fucking sex doll, bro.
Hey, all right, bro. I got to get to some more of these calls, man. But I appreciate you calling in. All right, man.
Appreciate you too, Jay, bro.
All right.
Peace.
Peace. You're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Hey, it's La Original.
What's going on, La?
Nothing. As far as the topic is concerned, all of this stems from low self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
All of it is low self-esteem. A lot of these females that are out here getting surgeries didn't grow up with a father. You know, they have issues at home. They don't have any type of self-love. And the thing is, it's like you're risking your life because whenever you have any type of surgery, there's no guarantee that it's going to go well. And once they put you under anesthesia, there's no guarantee that you'll wake back up. So you're risking your life for some Instagram likes. You know, it's stupid. I think that when a woman has self-esteem, I would assume, you know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I would assume that men are attracted to women who have high self-esteem.
Yep.
And some type of self-worth and self-respect. The surgeries look disgusting. Long belly buttons and
skinny legs.
Big butt.
That's weird looking.
Skinny legs. It's like you're not even getting something that fits your frame. You know, and it's just a fad. And the thing is, it's like I don't think that these females are thinking of what they're going to look like as they age, because it doesn't matter how many surgeries you get. The older you get, gravity's going to settle in, and them fake ass cheeks is going to be, you know, slapped in the back of your calf. So, but it's a lack of self-love and no self-esteem, and I think that females, especially people in general, but females especially, you have to get to the point where you don't care about what anybody else thinks, because you think so highly of yourself. Not that you have to be cocky or conceited, but you should be at a point in your life where if someone says that they don't like you or they don't find you attractive, you shouldn't care. As long as you love you, that's all that matters. So that's pretty much what's lacking, and social media doesn't make it any better. It just fuels body dysmorphic disorder.
Because it's gonna have them wanting to have more surgeries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then I feel really bad for the younger generation coming up, because a lot of these girls that are on Instagram with all them surgeries, they got kids. You know, so what are you teaching your daughter? How can you tell your daughter to love herself when you don't love yourself? What are you teaching your son? He's going to grow up, you know, having unrealistic expectations of what a female body should look like because his mom has self-esteem issues.
Right.
I had to call in, but I made it short and sweet. That, you know, that's my opinion.
All right. Well, thank you, La Original, for calling in. All right.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. You too. Bye. You're live with Jada Black. What's good? Yo.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, man?
What's good? You calling in? Speak on topic?
Yeah, I'm calling in, man, to get on live.
Yeah, what you got to say?
Sorry about that, bro. I'm on the road driving this load.
Hey, man, I'm gonna get to some more callers, man. You could just call back. All right, man. You're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Hey.
Hey, what's going on? What's your name?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Your voice is skipping. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What's your name?
Oh, it's Amma B.
Hey, what's good, Amma B?
What's up?
Nothing much.
So let me give my little 2 cents about the surgeries. I personally don't necessarily think all the surgeries are bad. You know, I do think like the butt implants and anything implanted is kind of whack. Like
Mm-hmm.
you know, and also, you know, the lipo and all that stuff, you know, I think that's whack too. Like, I do think like going under the knife, personally, like, yeah, it is whack. However, you know, there are women out there that you can literally look at them like they're 20, 30 years old and they are shaped like boys. And I'm not going to knock them if you have a 0 A cup and you're like, damn, I don't want to look like a boy, you know? And it has, and I'm going to go ahead and say, or assume, I don't know. Oh, by the way, I just want to make it clear. I've never had any surgeries. I don't have anything going on with my body. My body is natural, right?
All right.
But I'm just saying, I'm just going to speak on behalf of people that like, but the thing is also, I'm like this, like, I used to be like that where I'm like, oh, that's, you know, like, not necessarily look down, but maybe too judgmental on the women that do stuff like that. But I also look at the perspective I have, like, I've always had a body, you know? I always had a nice body.
Okay.
And I always got attention from my body. So therefore, who am I to say, oh, love yourself because, you know, this and that, and you know, you could be shaped like a boy and not do anything to your boobs and just be shaped like a boy because you ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? And that's okay, just because. Whereas, like, okay, I have boobs. You know what I mean? And it's easy for me to say. You know, there's a lot of people that can say a lot of things when it's easier for them to say it, you know? And I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what I would do if I was walking around with a 0 A cup.
Well, I will say this, though. But you do know that, like, in the white community, the women who do have the smaller frames are coveted. But, you know, not necessarily in other communities. Do you know that, right?
Yeah, I do know that, but I mean, I also, you know, like, I've always had a body, and I never really had an issue dating interracially. So that's not, you know, I don't really look at like, oh, white men only like skinny.
No, it's not them, because I've seen brothers with skinny chicks who don't really have much.
Yeah.
You know, so it just depends on what you like at that particular time. People taste change, you know what I'm saying? They don't really. Some guys have the same taste, you know, but taste change, you know, depending on who you're with.
And really, I think most of the time it's your personality. Like, yeah, people have preferences. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I would prefer a 6 foot tall guy, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't go for a 5'9" guy. You know what I mean? And that's how men are too. Like, yeah, I'm sure a guy will want a body like J-Lo, but they're not gonna throw away somebody who has like that like Mexican kind of body with like the, you know, like whatever, you know? You know what I'm trying to say? You know, like that kind of body, if she has maybe a pretty face or maybe, you know, like personality wise or whatever. Like people have preferences, but like I think mature adult men, you know, have like they have other things that they look after besides bodies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing with me. Like a woman catches my attention. A woman who has a personality. You know, I've always been drawn to women who have sarcasm, who can be sarcastic, who you can have a laugh with. You know what I'm saying? Who you can banter back.
Oh my
with,
God,
you know
it's so fun to laugh.
Yeah,
it's so fun to laugh.
Yeah. So yeah, that's always been something that always stood out to me about women. You know?
Yeah, and if it's like, oh, okay, like I could laugh at this guy and it's funny, but then I find out he has a whole penis implant, I'll be like, what?
What? What? What?
But his penis is like a whole fake penis. I would be confused. But I will try to understand what's going on and see if I, you know, will rock with it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are, you know, people have a story, and not everybody is in that position to just judge all the time. You know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is. So yes, there are women. Now I'm not gonna like. Here's my thing. I'm gonna talk about the Instagram models and stuff, right?
Okay.
Those Instagram women. Those women, I think they are either really young and or really young mentality, right? And their perspective of really, like, what they value is obviously attention to an extent. Like, they feel like the life means a lot to them, right? You know, but then when they get there, you know, when they get older and they want children and all that stuff, they, you know, it doesn't really go that far for them. Maybe they'll have the kid, but maybe they want to get married too. Maybe they don't want to be a single mother, whatever, you know, and then it ends up that way for them. So I think those women, they might have an issue with self-esteem. You know, they might have an issue with self-esteem and putting a value in likes and and just getting attention, and that's sad. That's sad. Like, so I do, you know, and also like people maybe that are trying to keep up with a certain. Oh my God, my Bluetooth is like repeating. Let me take you off of Bluetooth.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to move to another caller, man. So you want to finish your point?
Huh?
I'm gonna have to move to another caller, like as soon as you.
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know.
Uh-huh.
I feel like there is exceptions to the rule. That's what I'm saying about the whole thing. Not everybody should be judged. I'm not gonna judge somebody if they're looking like a boy and they wanna change their boobs and be a little bit bigger because they would look like a boy otherwise. But at the same time, you know, the attention, and honestly, it should be for them. If you want to do it, it should be for you, not for getting a man. You know,
which is
not for
true.
Getting a man.
Hey, do what's in the best interest of you. That's what I always say. You know.
Yeah, you and what will make you feel good. You know, and I do think the women with the babies. I never had a baby, so I don't know. But the women with the babies, that their boobs look different after that. Like, so, and it doesn't look like a regular woman's boob sometimes. I don't know. I'm assuming. But
all right, but I'm
from what I heard.
I'm gonna get to these other calls, but I appreciate you calling in. It's been a while since I talked to you, but
okay,
you know, all right.
All right. Take care. Bye.
All right, bye. Shout out to I'ma be with that call. Go to the next caller. God damn it. Yeah, what the fuck? You're live with Jada Black. What's good? You live with Jada.
Hey, what's up, Jay?
Yeah, what's good? What's your name?
Hey, this is Kelly. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Kelly. What's up?
All right, cool. Well, I'm calling in as one of those natural women, you know, with the exception of braids or whatever. But the last caller kind of triggered me a little bit because she was really giving excuses to have surgery. And my whole thing is like, when you consider getting surgery, you have to think about the type of man you want to attract.
Right.
So you go for that particular Kim K body or whatever. Think about the man that you're going to get and the longevity you're going to have that man. Basically, you're going to be like a live sex doll. And I mean, if that's what you want, you know, go for it. But me living in the real world, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't work like that. And I'm not built like that. I've been petite all my life, and I haven't had any issues, you know, pulling, you know, a nice caliber of men who respected me, not for my body, but for my mind and what I had to say.
Okay.
And I just think that's more important. And like I said, the last person who called in, like, she just making excuses, and I think she just wanted to flaunt her body, what she got.
Well, she ain't showed me yet.
People, that's not cool.
Hey, Alma, if you trying to flaunt it, show me what you look like. But go ahead, man.
I mean, basically prove it, you know, but whatever. And I would like to say, me growing up in the 90s, I think that was more of a privilege for me because we did have more natural women to look up to and comparative to now. So it really comes down to we have to be better representative of ourselves because social media is nothing but a fantasy anyways. I mean, like I said, I don't have it, but from what I hear about it, it's just selling a fantasy. And we're not living in this fantasy. This is the real world.
Yeah. But,
that was it.
Okay, cool.
You're doing a good job.
Well, thank you, Kelly. I appreciate it, all right?
All right. You have a good day.
You too. Bye. All right. Okay, you live.
Because social media is nothing anyways.
You live with Jada Black. What's good?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, Jaye.
What's good, Shan?
Yeah, thank you for taking my call. Just to go off the topic, fake SFS won't keep a man with you. And that's really true because honestly, I'm Black. I grew up in, of course, the Black community, and even I have a West Indian background, and I've always been told, even until now, and I'm 29, that I'm too small and I need to gain weight. I need to eat more, and I'm just like, I like who I am as a petite woman. So, but I do understand why these women feel so insecure to the point where they have to get surgery, because the culture that we live in America, being so obese, it's like they're pushing in your face in order for you to be beautiful, in order for you to be a quote out real woman. You have to have curves. And so I get it. I grew up and I saw it, but I think as I got older and I realized the type of attention it brings, it doesn't bring very genuine attention. It is going to bring men that just want to sleep with you, just want to use you, just want to have their sexual fetish out with you, and then they discard you just like you're just another chick, and they're going to go after another chick that looks better than you with the same type of body type. But then you look at the type of women that they actually get married to, or you look at the type of women that they actually have children with, and these women are the exact opposite of what you're trying to portray. So I feel like the whole IG culture thing, like I have little cousins, they're on Instagram, and they're not my kids, so it ain't really much I can say to them as far as like telling them not to follow certain trends, but I see it. I see them, and they're, they got the pants real tight, and they're like 12, 13 years old, and they're already so like consumed with social media and having to look a certain way, having to have this certain hairstyle. Like I think a couple months back, they did like the neon green hair, and everybody had neon green hair. And then now everybody want to wear Fashion Nova, and you got the young girls like 15 years old wearing a tight Fashion Nova outfit. And I'm just like, all of this for what? For social media? It doesn't make any sense. But I understand our culture, we base our women off of how they look. If you look a certain way, you have a certain type, you look more healthier. But what is really healthy? Like these girls are purposely trying to gain weight. I was telling you, they were drinking, like they're drinking now, like weight gain.
I've heard of that. I've heard they're like, trying to get bigger butts on purpose. Yeah, trying to get thicker.
I'm sorry.
I say I've heard of women like they're skinny and they're taking supplements, try to get thicker. And like some of the fitness chicks.
Yeah, and I know because, like I said, I'm a beautician. I work with women, of course, and I have my own skincare line, and I try to market down to the natural woman to make herself feel beautiful naturally, and to not use anything that's synthetic that can long term have effects. I remember when we were talking about butt implants back in, I think, the early 2000s, and I always used to ask people, so what's the long-term effect of these injections and these surgeries? Like, what is the long-term effect? Like, do you know what it would do when you get old? Like, how you going to look when you're 70 years old and you got your skin is drooping down, but your ass is plump to your back? Like, how does that even look? Like, have we thought that far? Or you don't plan to live past 40 or 50?
They don't think. They're thinking about the now and how they going to look on Instagram, or the dudes that's going to be hitting them up in, DMs and comments they get. That's what they thinking about. That's the only thing on their mind. They don't think about when they get older and that stuff start falling and dropping. They start looking droopy and weird.
Right, and then women that breastfeed and they have boob jobs. How does that work? Like how does you as a woman, as you change through life, your body changes, like you start to expand. How do these injections expand with you? Because I see Nicki Minaj and Little Kim, all these women that have got all these surgeries. They have to continuously keep getting these surgeries redone, make it look like it's still perked up. But yet the rest of your body is drooped. And I'm just like, you don't look the same anymore. Like now you look like a little aging little kitten. Your eyes are chinky and you got all this Botox going on. And it's just such a dangerous culture. I've seen girls in the hood, because I grew up in the hood, I seen girls drink it. They would eat with cornstarch, raw cornstarch out the box because they claim it makes them thick. And I'm just like,
wow, really?
Is it really that serious?
Really?
I promise you. Yeah.
Oh man, wow, that's my first time. That's my first time hearing that. That's my first time hearing that cornstarch helping them get thick.
Yes, I'm telling you, I grew up in the hood, so of course I love my black people, but we do have some deep insecurities as women. As most black women, we do have a very voluptuous shape. Even the slim women have some curves to them. But it's just that you're like, well, what are you searching for more? Like, why do you want more than what you have? You know, like these dudes, they're gonna check for you. If your whole basis is to get a Hispanic or white man, whatever your fetish is, like these men look at us anyway, like we're sex creatures anyway. So what are you really trying to go for? Because black men already see you as you perfect the way you are, and then you're looking at other men to look at you as what you're exotic animal with these large. I just don't understand it.
That's
but
what
at the same time.
That's what they want. Shout out to Ernest. They a lot of these. When I've said this like recently, like, you know, some of these women have a hole in their soul. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing will ever be enough. You know what I'm saying? No matter what they do.
Nothing is ever enough. But I promise you, like I was telling the guy in your chat, he was talking about women that are trying to defeat the wall. And I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of women who actually like the wall, you know, because once you hit the wall, as they say, we actually start to really realize that this is what it is. Like, you're not trying to change it. You're not trying to modify yourself too much. I mean, you will have the women that will try to compete with younger women. But there are a lot more women who actually get to the point where it's just like, you know what? I'm going to wear jeans and T-shirt to this event. I'm not trying to impress nobody. I like the way I look. I know how I look. I know how I am. I think that we should embrace more women, and other women should uplift more women to not be afraid of aging. Like, it's a part of life. Yeah. If you have the gift to age, you have the gift to get to a certain age, you should be blessed that you live to see 50 and 60 years old. You shouldn't be worried about, I'm 60, but I don't look like I'm 20 no more. Like, that's over with. Your time is done.
Right. And I tell women, like, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do and you really out there challenging yourself to do better, men are going to see that. Men are going to notice that, and they're going to be on point. They're not going to approach you on no, hey, you know, about no, you know, thirstiness, trying to just smash. They're going to approach you in a, I see myself dating this chick, you know? That's the type of level that Aisha was on. Now she wants to be where everybody else at, and that's what's sad, you know? But
I feel like I think she's just going through that. I honestly feel like she sees Steph maybe as it could. I don't know if it's a dangerous competition, but it just could be that she sees. I don't think she sees Steph Curry the way how we see him as this mega superstar. She might just still see him as Steph Curry from around the way. Right. So she may be trying to rise up with him and try to get to a level that he's on. And it's just like, you're not ever going to be at his level on stardom-wise. You're just not. And you're not going to have the type of fans and the type of people lusting after you that he may have. Right. Even though as a woman, we automatically expect men to be on our feet. But that's not always the case, because right now, he is the catch. And I think sometimes women, we don't like to realize that sometimes maybe the man in the relationship, maybe he's the catch. Yeah. You know? And I don't like to boast of myself too much. And I know, you know, women be like, oh, I'm the catch. You got to work for this. You got to work for this. But it's like at the same time, and her situation, and when you're dealing with a man of that type of status, you do have to understand that he is the one that people want. It's not you. Yeah. You know, you might feel like a sidekick. You might feel like, oh, I'm just a chick in the corner. But see, around the way, you was the hot commodity. Yeah. Around the way, you probably was a 10. Yeah. You know, you was the pretty light-skinned chick with the pretty eyes that everybody was looking after. But see, now you don't reach a new level in life, and people looking at you like, oh, okay, that's nice. You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it was good to hear you call in, Shan. I appreciate it. I'm getting some more of these calls. All right.
Okay, thank you. All right, good show.
Thanks. Right. Bye. Shout out to Shan calling in. Call you just dropped. I saw your call drop. Call back in, please. All right. Make sure y'all have liked the stream too. I'm giving y'all really good, just very riveting content right now. Can I get some likes, some shares too? Can we get that? You're live with Jada Black. What's really good?
Hi, Jay.
Yeah, what's going on?
So, this is what I think about the topic. Right? So, I think that there's nothing wrong with plastic surgery, only if you can afford to go to one of those doctors in Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
A lot of these girls,
hold on. Shout out to Ill Wills. Shout out to Ill Wills. You can go ahead. I was gonna shout out to Ill Wills. You go ahead. Now you go ahead. Hello?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was just giving a shout out in the chat, but you can go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I think that if you can afford to get you one of those bomb ass doctors from Beverly Hills who are only like you can count them with like one hand.
Mm-hmm.
If you can go to any of those doctors, then go for it. But if you're gonna go and get like a messed up job, like those girls that be flying to the DR and Mexico and Colombia and all these countries, and then they even end up dying or getting deformed, then I don't know about all that. And that's another thing. Some of these girls wait until like their tax refund and they rush over there, but it's like you don't have any money to maintain it afterwards. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah. If you don't, then it's gonna look even worse. Yeah.
But other than that, I think that plastic surgery isn't bad if you can afford to get a good job. Period. And also, don't if you're gonna have if you're gonna have kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
I say that go for it after you finish having your kids, and you know that you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of constantly going back and forth, because a lot of times these girls get that stomach that look like Play-Doh, and then their belly button is all the way it's almost invisible, or it's almost all the way up to their titties or whatever. And it looks crazy.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's weird. It's weird looking.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, I like your show, Jay.
Okay, Bella, I appreciate you calling in.
Okay, then later.
All right, bye. Shout out to Bella. Got a couple calls. I'm gonna get y'all in before I turn it down. You live with Jada Black. What's good?
Hey, Jada.
Hey, what's going on, Naima?
Hey, I just wanted to add a little something to the conversation.
Okay.
To talk about the, the getting the implants and things of that nature. My opinion on it pretty much was, the strippers, we're used to them getting the implants with the fantasy. That was just like a stripper culture. And we have adapted that stripper culture because now we have regular 9-to-5 women wanting to get that Brazilian butt lift and things of that nature, regular working women who don't need to have, a perfect body, for entertainment in a sense. But to me, I have a friend of mine, she got a boob job, but her boob job is, you can't tell. It's very modest.
Okay.
She's never had any boobs. She had small boobs, and she always, she wanted something. So she paid to get a boob job. But if you look at her boobs, they're not big at all. They're like small bees. But she wanted something. So for me, if someone wants something because they don't have anything, see, I'm okay with that. But you have a lot of women who have something and they want extra. They'll have a butt, but they want more butt. It's crazy. I'm like, you already have a nice size butt, and you want to add more butt. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, they trying to compete with these other chicks, man. They see they butt big, look good in a skirt and or a sundress, and they want to look the same way.
Yeah, and I think that we can't get engulfed in that because these big butts and big boobs, all those different things, they're trendy.
Yeah.
But if you have your natural body, it is what it is. You want to stand the test of time with these trends. But if you're getting it because of a trend, that's not going to be good. You can't get it because it's trendy. You got to work on what you already have on your body and just make it best body as you can. Work out and get your best body. We can't follow these trends. There's no way. That's where we're going to fall short, trying to follow the trends and all of that nature. But that's all I wanted to say is that pretty much.
Okay. Well, you made some good points. Naima, thanks for calling in, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Talk to you.
Bye. Bye. Shout out to Naima, moderator, calling in, giving her perspective. You know, I appreciate the ladies' perspective. You know, I can't do a show speaking about these things and not get the ladies' perspective. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, Shan, there's women who are actually doing that, though. There are women who are getting the butt pads and the fake breast pads as well, you know, just so they can look good when they're out and about. All right, you're live with Jada Black. What's good?
How you doing?
Yeah, what's good, man?
Yeah, this is Dave, man. I'm on the chat here. I'm just saying, she made a valid point, the last caller, Naima, that they're making, like, permanent choices with their, you know, that have devastating consequences just to look good for the summer. You know what I mean? And it's terrible. Like, I've seen some jobs where they've got, like, lines going through them and stuff like that. And it's like, it's a nightmare. Like, these chicks flying to, like, Dominican Republic. You get these illegal injections and stuff. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I can understand if you get a tooth replaced, you know, workout, you know, something that you really need to really use. But a big butt, that's only cool for a minute. You know what I mean? And they get old. I don't even want. It's like even the chicks who get a lot of tattoos.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna look when they get old. What's your take on that?
Talking about what chicks having a bunch of tattoos?
Yeah,
I think if they got some well-placed tattoos, I don't have an issue with it. But if you got like chest tattoos, you got shoulder, back tattoos, you got whole sleeves, and you know tattoos on your stomach, and all. I mean that's completely unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes away from you. Because like even if you're attractive in the face and things, nice body, whatever, people are still gonna be distracted by the numerous amounts of tattoos you got all over you.
Like Kalani, like when I saw the singer Kalani, she looks good, but she looks like a little boy from a distance. Like, that's what I hate to say it. It's just like a tatted up dude from a distance. Like, wait a minute, they look real close. Like, wow, she a girl. We're living in some weird, strange times, man. I mean, it's just this bad. I call it the bad bitch syndrome. Excuse my language to YouTube. Everybody want to be the baddest. You know, they want to be on IG. They want to be flown out. They want to do all this stuff, but not realizing the devastating consequences for this. You know, I mean, I understand pretty hurts, but yeah, you know what I mean. Going to the nice, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some dudes who do it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm a short guy. I wish I could get surgery to be really taller, but at the end of the day, is it really worth it?
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
That's the thing. Like, we have to make the best out of the situation that we have. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it seems like women want to surgically change those things, you know, unfortunately.
And the worst of the worst, you look at Lil' Kim, man, and I look then and now, and you look at, like, you know, even down to T.I.'s wife, Tiny. You know, Black China, who's completely artificial. She's like, yo, if you set her on fire, she's going to shrivel up.
Oh, man.
It's wild, man. Yeah. It's wild. Well, I don't want to hold you, Jay, but you got probably 10 more people online. Yeah. Yo, I appreciate everything you cover, man. Definitely. You have a good one, dude.
All right. Thanks for calling in, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, you too. Shout out to him. Thank you for the call. Got another call. You're live with Jada Black. What's good?
Yo, what's going on?
Yeah, what's good, man?
Yeah, what's up? I don't know if you can hear me real good. I've got my headset in and I'm at work right now.
I hear your background.
Yeah, I'm at work. You know what? I'm gonna step outside real quick.
Okay.
And I'm on the clock too, so they're gonna have to look at me crazy real quick.
Hey,
You hear me?
hey, you just you'll get yourself in trouble, man. Y'all here?
So real quick.
All right.
So real quick, what I was noticing, something that the young lady said. Hopefully, I can recap and go back to my thought real quick.
All right.
She was saying something about slender chicks, right?
Uh-huh.
The boy body shapes or something that stood out to me because where I work at my other little second morning time job, most of the young ladies at my job that are of that type of body type, slender built frame, the ones that I get to interact with, sweet young ladies. You know, they push the better aspects of their personality to the forefront. They really personable. They fun to talk to. Like this one lady, I ain't even gonna put her name out there, but I come in at 6 o'clock in the morning. Every time she come in and everybody she see, good morning, hey, such and such, hey, Matt. Like, you know, and I know her man. And she's a pretty young lady, I'm gonna give her that. But, you know what I mean, she gets respect just because of the way that she carries herself, and everybody love her. And the dude that she's with, she's married. Then boom, here goes another young lady. Now again, mind you, this is maybe only a handful of instances I'm showing you, but just because, you know, you may feel that you ain't got the thick hips, the this, that, and the third. There's other things, though, about women that, I'm going to deal with you because I won't fuck you if you got a fat ass. But, I mean, I got to listen to you and talk to you eventually. And, bitch, I'm going to keep it real with you. If you ain't saying nothing, I'm going to get real tired of you real quick because I can fuck anybody.
Right.
Pussy is pussy. I mean, damn, it is about 500 billion of these motherfuckers walking around the world right now. So, after a while, I'm going to actually have to say something to you. And if you ain't got nothing of substance in, what's in between your ears ain't really working with nothing. Like, I don't even need to point out to, like, what Shorty was saying, talking about the surgery and this, that, and the third. She had some solid points. But, again, I can see, though, like, kind of where her moral fiber stands on the whole subject and whatnot. Yeah, cool, like, granted, yeah, you do what you want to do. It's your body. But at the end of the day, it's not for you. She said you do it for what you want to do. I mean, I'm sorry, maybe I'm generalizing it, but most of the time when women do certain things, they doing it for outside validation, whether it be from their peers, other women, or other men. Straight up.
Yeah, that's kind of how I see it. They're doing it for a reason. They never really do much for themselves. It's always for, you know, what they can get from the reaction they can get from other people.
And real quick, and for that young lady I was talking to in the chat, Monica, hey, I ain't even gonna go at your neck. But she was saying that, she get niggas hollering at her all day, every day, Yeah, it did sound a little bit conceited, but it is what it is. If that's what you feel, you know what I'm saying? If that's your belief, that's what you believe. But what they say, a belief is only a belief until it's validated by outside, you know what I mean? Your outside peer group or whatever it be, whatever it may be. It's just a theory, so to speak.
Okay.
You gotta get validation on what you believe. So maybe you believe you that shit, but you know what I mean? It only is validated till somebody validates what you believe too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Okay. Well,
I
appreciate the perspective, man. Thanks for calling in. All right.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Take care, man.
All right now.
All right. Salute to the brother calling in while he at work. You live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, what's going on?
Not much. You know who this is.
Nah, what's your name?
It's Parker.
Oh, Parker, what's good? 'Cause I couldn't hear because, like, your phone is going in and out. You know?
Oh, okay. I'm not going to say what you should and shouldn't get.
All right.
I'm just going to leave that prerogative on the table, but I'm going to tell you the downsides of what could occur. These kids are looking at what Hollywood is doing, but you don't have Hollywood dollars. What people don't realize is you can only keep that shit in your body for 10 to 15 years, and you're supposed to take it out and have it done over. So not only are these people in Hollywood ass and chest drooping, it's time for them to get it done over. That's silicone. That shit could rot in your body. So while these kids are getting their income tax money like that lady said, or saving up their money and going to the basement or going to these doctors is in it for the dollar. They're not going to tell you, look, you need to come back here in another decade and you got to have this taken out and replaced. That's one of the downfalls you do. Okay, so I was smaller. I've always worked out, but I mean, I'm an older woman now.
Mm-hmm.
But I was smaller, and I remember in my smaller days, I was a C cup, and I was delusional like some of these other girls.
Mm-hmm.
And I considered getting implants. And my boyfriend told me, he said, do not do that. He said, because when you get older, watch. He's like, either kids or not, your chest go get bigger. He says, I'm telling you. And I'm like, no, it's not. And I'm glad that I didn't. He was every bit of right. So these girls walk around here, you might be walking around here looking like a little box boy right now, but you're in your 20s. Just because you're in your 20s doesn't mean you're fully developed.
Uh-huh.
I'm in my 40s. I ain't going to tell you what my cup is now, but it sure the fuck ain't no C no more, and I'm not droopy either.
Oh, you done got bigger?
And I haven't had any kids.
Are you like a D now? Are you like a D now?
No. No.
Okay,
Let's try
Parker.
going up the alphabet a little bit more.
Okay,
no?
Parker.
And I don't have kids. I don't have kids, and I don't have a stomach.
Okay.
I don't have any of that, and I go to the gym. But my whole point is, these kids are lazy. That's one of it. It's not only a self-image and what they see. They lazy. They want a quick fix. Like Cardi done went and had this lap band or whatever surgery. She done had gastric, whatever it was, and just had a baby. So now you done put yourself at risk because you just had a child. You don't know if you're going to have another child. You went and had your chest done again because you had implants. You breastfed, and so now your chest was probably spongy or just, basically loose skin. So you go and put more implants in there to stretch the skin even more. And on top of that, you're going to have it all taken out another 15 years. So you can't be looking at what Hollywood doing and thinking it's okay, because even though they going under the knife, it's still a health risk. It's still a hazard. Anything can still happen. So, I just hope these kids really, really listen to it and just consider, because it's a rapid pace of them looking at what they see on Instagram, and it's a gift. And her social media could be a gift to connect. Like, I connect with my loved ones and everything, but it's also a curse, because what these kids are seeing on their social media platform and what they think is okay, and we validate it as adults to make them think it is okay, because we allow them to watch it and we don't monitor them. Or if we allow them to watch it, you tell them, look, this is a lifestyle that they live. It's not something that's of reality, and it's not of healthy. And there's a lot of consequences that come along with you going under that knife. And one of them is you might not even wake up.
Yeah, that's very true. There's a lot of issues that can arise in those things, on those things.
So, and then like that sister said, she petite. But Kelly, shout out to Kelly, because she kept it a buck. And I'm a 90s baby too. I didn't grow up, I grew up in the 70s, but my era was the 90s. So I feel what she's saying. It come with a brain. It come with more of an attraction, because these women walk around here competing with each other. They compete more with each other than they are with men trying to get their attention. Because I'm going to keep it a buck. It ain't nothing personal. A nigga don't fuck anything. You could be a dime, but behind the closed doors, he's fucking a fat ass woman. You just never know. Just like this chick with Usher. Everybody laughed when this girl came out and said she got herpes by Usher. Usher ain't fucked her. But guess what happened? This bitch got a settlement, so apparently he did pop that.
Hey, it depends on what you like at that time, man. Like I say, dude, people taste change. What they like in a woman, man. Depending on that particular time. They may like a big woman. Might want a skinny woman, you know?
Right. So, quit trying to compete with one another. And I see it, I see it, but instead of competing with one another, we need to glorify one another. Like, sis, you look good. You got a nice figure. You do this, you do this. Instead of us getting on the gram, we shitting on each other as women. Not only just black women, just women in general. These white women trying to walk around and be like us, and we ain't even holding ourselves up and gracing ourselves. And you see fucking Kardashians, all these other ones, they bronze tanning themselves, putting this shit in their lips, putting this shit on their ass and chest. They want to be us, and we under the knife trying to be them. No. We need to get it together. We beautiful black people. Women, stop doing that. You a guy. Don't matter how you look.
All right, Parker. Well, I appreciate you calling in, Parker. All right?
All
right, thanks for calling in. Shout out to Parker with the call. Hey, Simply J, call back in. The lines are open. I'm gonna let you get through, because you have been trying to call in. So not Parker, but Simply J, call back in. I see your area code. So call in, Simply J. so you can come and talk to me. I ain't talked to Simply Jaye in a minute. All right, you live. What's good? Simply Jaye, are you there? Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's good?
Hey, Steve. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on, Simply?
Hey, man. This wife knew me, man. I've been trying to get in for a minute.
I thought this was Simply Jaye.
I just want to say.
Bro, I thought you was Simply Jaye. She said y'all got the same area code. I got the same area code. I thought it was Simply Jaye.
Okay. No. This is wife knew me. I just want
okay, what's going on, man?
Quickly, I just wanted to say, first of all, I'm glad that you set this forum up so people can talk.
Okay.
My issues is that real men, not niggas, real men don't want any woman that's out of proportion with fakeness. They don't want false butts. They don't want false breath. They don't want false anything. First of all, men want real women with a mindset. We need that fatness between the ears that brings out intelligence and awareness. If you following with all these hood rats and all these other negative figures who are out in front doing, you're never going to be able to get a real woman. They're never going to get a real man if they're participating with individuals who are mentally ill. We don't need to follow them. Myself, I want a woman, a real natural woman. I don't care if she's thin. Well, I do care if she's fat, but I don't care if she's thin, and I don't care if she don't have that much. She's a woman. That's all. She's a woman. Key point, she's a woman. And by her being a woman, therefore, we can copulate and make life. I ain't interested in all that nonsense because anybody can build a body with their naturalness if they use their brain. That's it. I don't want to say no more. I just want to bring that out, okay?
Okay. Well, I appreciate you calling in, Wise.
I respect to you, man.
All right, respect, bro. Salute to you calling in. I think this is Simply Jaye. Cause I couldn't hear the voice on the other line that well. Yeah, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Simply, what's good?
All right. Damn. Okay.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna say is
it's been a while.
Yes, it's been a while. I've been busy, and I always miss. I never get notifications, so I'm like, luckily I caught this one.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta come and check. Just come and check the channel out. You know.
Yeah. So I just want to say this is crazy. People should really think about what could possibly happen. Because first of all, putting something foreign in your body, it's like, is you ready to die or not? Because that's what it is. You can't put no plastic or whatever it is in your body. And then, so my sister-in-law was saying how she wanted to, when she got her taxes, she wanted to get her tummy tuck, and then she wanted to get a fat transfer, right? So I was like, please do not do that. Let me send you some stuff so you can look at it before you make your decision. So upon me researching some stuff for her, I found that like all the fat in your body is not the same. It's placed there for a specific reason. It works different. So I don't know if the doctors be telling people this, and I don't know how true it is, but I actually seen a doctor talk about this. So they were saying like the fat in your stomach is very different from the fat in your butt. So like I don't know if it will assimilate correctly, and it's like it's not natural. People want to say a fat transfer is natural. It's natural. It's not natural because that fat don't belong there. So I know after I had my son, I was like really thick, right? I weigh 135 pounds right now. When I had my son, I was like 180. Okay. And then I lost some weight and I was like 170. And then my butt was huge. And I got so much attention and I hated it. Every time I walk down the street, guys were like, damn, your ass is hella big. And I got offended every time. So I went home and I was working out because it was just like disgusting.
You got offended. Come on now. Did you really get offended? Did you like smile on the inside?
No, like after the first couple of times, it's like, okay, yeah, but I don't really like that type of attention. Like I feel like I'm a pretty girl. And if I have a nice body, then say it. But like they was like, damn, your ass hella big. And it's like, I was offended. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So Because I felt like you should approach me in a different way. So I went home and I started working out. I got rid of it. It was really, really big, though. It was big, like, because I just had a baby. And I don't understand how they can just walk outside and just want that type of attention every day. Like, it's crazy. It's just crazy to me. I feel like they need to log off social media because it's definitely a big influence to the point where they getting fake teeth and fake butts and tits and everything else. I know before I had my son, my chest was like, I was a 36C and I thought that was perfect size.
Okay.
Now I'm a double D and I'm like, damn, I wish I had my 30s. I mean, I'm glad for what I have. It fits my body now, but I'm like, I wish my 36Cs was bomb. They was bomb. Now I'm hella big. Like, my chest is big. So
it's gotten bigger? So your chest has gotten bigger?
Huh?
Your chest has gotten bigger?
Yeah, like I was a 36C and I loved it. I loved it so much. And then, now I'm a 34 double D. I mean, they ain't hella big, but they is bigger than what they was. And I'm like, damn, I miss my 36Cs. And then, like, some women can walk around the street without even wearing a bra, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could do that because their chest is, like, the right size. So people need to love what they got because this is crazy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, some women, there are women that they crave that type of attention from dudes. There are women who are uncomfortable with it. Like, I've known women who are uncomfortable with dudes, complimenting their bodies. Even though they have really nice bodies, women just weren't comfortable with that. I guess, they would rather a guy just, look them in the eyes instead of look, behind them or up and down.
Exactly.
And,
I just wanted to say that.
All right.
Hopefully I don't sound fat this time because they was clowning me last time.
Well, you definitely got the chat.
They were like, you sound hella fat. And I'm like, no.
Nah, she don't sound fat, nah. But you definitely got the chat talking, so I appreciate that. All right.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I got through. Damn, it's hard. I'm gonna have to catch you early.
Well, a lot of people been calling in today. Usually some nights I do phone calls, man. Not last night, but the other night had a couple people call in, and nobody else really called in. But yeah, man, it was lit tonight.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me. Thanks for taking my call.
I appreciate it, Simply J. All right.
All right. I'm gonna jump back in the chat.
All right.
Okay.
Shout out to Simply J for calling in. That was a good call. Different perspectives, It's always about having different perspectives on these topics, people. All right. Look, Miranda. Miranda. I think I used to carry, like, if somebody was compliment her on her body, a couple years ago, she probably would be like, but now she might be like, she might smile back, But shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all have liked the stream. Shout out to all the new people I've seen in the chat today. TSK was good. Tina Marie, what's good? Shout out to all the new people. All right. You're live with Jada Black. What's good? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's good? You're live with Jada Black. What's going on? Hello? Yo. I'm here live. You hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, what's good?
Oh, hello. Wait, you can hear me?
I can hear you, yes. You're calling in. What's your name?
Oh, yeah. So I wanted to just say what I had to say.
Yeah, what's your name?
Oh. It's Ashley.
What's going on, Ashley?
Hello. Hi. Oh, so basically what I wanted to say was I just wanted to tag on the whole plastic surgery thing or, like, the fake assets. And a man won't stay with you if you have a fake body. Like, I can agree with that. And I feel like the whole plastic... Can you hear me?
Yeah, you got to turn your background on.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you good. You're good to go.
Well, my name is Ashley.
Ashley?
Yeah, my name is Ashley.
Yeah, you told me that. What's good? Why don't you do this first? Why don't you turn your YouTube down, all right? And then me and you can dialogue, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Well, this is my first time doing this.
Yeah, but listen, you ain't gotta be nervous. You know, it's just YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can go ahead, ask me what you want to ask me.
So basically, I just wanted to talk about the whole plastic surgery thing, and then the whole like getting the fake body for social media. Like, I just feel like it's all honestly really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like somebody is gonna always love you for who you are, and it's not about getting any kind of surgery or about what anyone thinks about you. And I feel like the problem is always either deep rooted or it's something that maybe somebody feels like the world is telling them. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. And I feel like when people say stuff like, oh, if you don't have breasts or if you have a small butt, nobody's going to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it has to really do with a weight thing, because there are people that are bigger that don't have big butts
Mm-hmm.
and don't have big breasts. And then there are skinny girls that don't have big butts and big breasts.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just all something that people have to take within themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like there are risks when you go get surgery and you're risking your life for likes on apps and social media. Like, I just feel like everything is dumb. And I feel like even with guys, like, guys sometimes have a little jiggle too, but you don't see them out here going to get tummy tucked and getting liposuction unless they're Kanye West. But,
yeah,
you know, I just think the whole society, this stuff is dumb. And I feel like the kids are taking it way too far. I feel like the kids nowadays on social media are just being poisoned by stuff like this, because it's just not good for the body. It's not meant for you. It's not how things are supposed to be. Like, our parents weren't going out here going to get plastic surgery, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much all I got to say.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for calling in, Ash. I know it's your first time. All right. But nonetheless, I like your participation in it. All right.
All right, thank you. I
All
saw
right.
it on my recommended, so I was like, I'm going to watch it.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
shout out to your channel.
Oh, cool. Well, you're in the right place. Okay.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Shout out to Ashley coming in, first time being on the show. You know, of course, always put on good shows. Always got good people here in the chat. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do it here. That's how I've been doing it since I've been doing live shows for regularly I've been doing live shows since 2016. I really didn't like doing live shows. Just post videos, but more and more, to be able to interact with the phone has been worth it. You know what I'm saying? You're live with Jada Black. What's good?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey.
Hey.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Yeah, so you have a really interesting topic
Thank you.
that I wanted to... Excuse me?
I said thank you for thinking the topic was interesting.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right.
You're welcome. I watch your videos, by the way. I just kind of started watching your videos.
Okay. Okay, what's your name? Are you in the
And,
chat now?
Excuse me?
Are you in the chat now? Like, what is your YouTube? Are you on
no,
YouTube? Or are you just a casual watcher?
Oh, I just watch it. Like, I watch your videos sometimes.
Okay. All right. That's cool. All right.
Yeah, and even though, like, I don't agree with maybe all your points, I don't always agree with everything you say.
All right.
For the most part, like, I respect your perspective.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, but I wanted to ask you as well. I understand, like, on the women's side, they could do more things to maybe build their self-esteem so they don't feel like they have to change their bodies or get surgery. But I also want to know, from your perspective, what do you think? How do you think men contribute to women feeling like they have to get surgery?
What do I think men contribute to that?
Yeah, do you think men have an influence on that, or you feel like it's just women being dumb?
I think the influence that men have is the fact that men are attracted to women with big butts and big breasts. And because of that, women feel like they need that in order to get the attention of the men that they want. I don't think men are criticizing women for not having big asses or big tits like that. That's more of women bantering with each other. And they'll say, because I've heard women say, "Oh, you ain't got no ass. You ain't, You ain't got no titties. You got a flat chest. I've seen women insult each other like that. But I think for the most part, I don't think men are out here just shaming women for not being thick. You know, I think that's because women want to get that attention from the guys that they want. They know these rappers and these athletes are weak for, you know, a big butt and a cute face. So, you know, they think they watch these other women on social media and they see the attention they get and they say, you know, why don't do what they doing and maybe I can grow my following, you know, and get that same attention, you know? Because you can tell off the bat that these women watch each other, you know? You can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I agree with you partially, like about the part where women shame each other, but I think men shame women as well. Like I think men body shame women. I have seen that happen before.
I mean, there's no absolutes. So there's gonna be men who are gonna shame, but I don't think it's like a bunch of them. I think they're just dudes who would be assholes and will just talk shit to a female, be like, "Oh, you got no ass," you know. That's what I've seen.
Another thing I think as well is that not all women get it because they want male attention. I think some women do it unfortunately, because of career. Like, there's been many instances where maybe like a female rapper would say, "Oh, this record label wasn't going to give me a deal unless I got a boob job or unless I got surgery."
I've heard I know, of course, you got the women that want social media careers. You know, I did a video about a female that got enhancements because she wanted to grow her social media following so she can make money. So you do have that aspect as well, but we can't leave out the fact that these women want a baby by a rapper or athlete. You know what I'm saying? There are videos that I was going to do about these IG models who've clearly had work done, who got babies by basketball players. You know what I'm saying? They clearly have fake assets. You can see it. You know, so we know other women are going to see that and they're going to say, okay, she was able to get with this guy. If I do what she does, then maybe that can happen with her. You know, so that plays a part into it as well. But it's no absolutes out here, you know?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I think personally it's starting to look ridiculous because it's almost like every woman is trying to look the same. Yeah. Like there's not much variety.
They trying to look like Kim K. They want that Kim Kardashian look. You know what I'm saying?
Kim Kardashian doesn't even look like Kim Kardashian.
I know, but I'm telling you, like,
she changed her look.
Yeah, but it's like the prototype. Like the prototype is Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's unfortunate though. It's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate.
And I think it's a trend as well. And like once the trend dies down, what are you gonna do? Like,
right?
Are you gonna like try to take it out and switch up according to whatever society deems beautiful? Like, I think that's another issue too. So
some of these women, they don't have so many surgeries. It doesn't mean surgery don't mean nothing to them. They don't have so many of them. You know, it's nothing to them.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
All right, that's all you want to ask on the live?
Yeah, that's all I really wanted to ask you.
Okay, cool.
Was like how you felt. Yeah.
Okay, well, I appreciate.
Thanks for having me.
All right, thanks for calling in. All right.
All right.
All right, bye. Shout out to you calling in. First time caller. Appreciate it. Much appreciated. All right. Jay Nothing said, "Do you tap any of these chicks?" No. Okay. Because Joe Nothing, I think that you were very bothered by women calling the show. I think some of you dudes need to get out more. You're live with Jada Black. What's good?
Hey, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. What's going on with you?
I'm good. I'm listening to the conversation.
Okay.
And I had to jump on in. My name is Lavender, and my issue.
Okay, I've seen you in the chat. I've seen you in the chat before. Never called in, but what's good?
Well, listen, I feel like the title is kind of correct, but not really, because I feel like men perpetuate this falsehood of beauty. Y'all chase it.
How was that?
Y'all attracted to it.
How was that? No, we're attracted to screwing, but I'm talking about when it comes to relationships and marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, is these guys putting a ring on these chicks' finger? That's what counts,
what do you
right?
mean?
Like, it counts. That's
Look
what
at
counts.
Kanye.
Okay, that's Kim K, but women are trying to copy that and it ain't working.
No, let's not say they copying her.
They copying a prototype.
But okay, no, I don't. Okay, so I feel like this because black women, we've always had those bodies, and those bodies have been natural. Like, I'm in Georgia, and I think Atlanta got some big ass women, and I'm not talking about fat. I'm talking about big asses. It's crazy, and they're natural.
I've heard.
So I don't feel like Kim is the prototype. I feel like this image that Kim is perpetuating is a black woman's image. It's just that you guys want exotic, and Kim would be an exotic type of female to y'all. And that's what I don't like about our black men, because y'all be talking about this exotic thing, and I want to know what exotic is if it's not the black voluptuous woman.
I mean, just look no further than, Brazil, South America. They have what would be considered exotic women, who have African descent, of course. That can be a display of that. But I just don't think the majority of black men are really looking for exotic women. I think men who have options may want an exotic woman. But for the most part, the majority of black men, everyday black men, are not looking for exotic women. Can we put that stereotype to rest, people? Like some dude in Ohio ain't looking for no exotic woman,
Okay, so but check this out, right? The definition of exotic, I'm going to put it in hood terms, would be a Latino female with black attributes. Not that our Latino women don't already have these attributes because they are African descent as well, but coming from the Bronx, because I'm from the Bronx, and I've seen different women in different shapes and sizes, and black men still go for the lighter woman with the same body type as a black woman. So when you let's talk about the Instagram models, right? I'm going to jump right on into that.
Let's do it.
Because when I look at these women, right, everybody keeps saying, oh, well, they have low self-esteem, they blah, 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 blah.
True.
All of this is being done for the attention of men and money.
Right.
Let's not act like
of course
men and money is not at the helm of why these women are doing this. And when a young lady has said something about, well, a lot of them do it because of their careers. Well, if you didn't work at Hooters or if you didn't work at a strip club, it's still grabbing the attention of a clientele, which is men.
But are you saying? Hold on. Are you saying that men are making these women do the things that they're doing? Because we all know that's not true.
That is the number one reason why women are doing this, because they see what women are They see it. Okay, take Steph Curry's wife. Perfect example. You went and enlarged your breast because you see big-breasted women throwing themselves at your man. So you want to get that attention because he must be giving these women this attention. So you want to get that same attention that your man and other ball players.
He's getting their attention because he's a NBA All-Star. That's why he's getting their attention.
But no. But I'm saying, for a woman in her situation to feel like she's feeling,
I just think. But hold on, let me just say this. This call about last whatever. But I just want to say this. When it comes to Aisha married an NBA All-Star. Okay, women are gonna throw themselves at him whether she's standing there or not.
This is true, but she didn't. It's not like he was that when she married him.
No, he was already in the NBA when they married. So they may not have been throwing themselves at him the way they are now, because he was just starting out when they got married. But when you marry with a guy who's gonna be a multi-millionaire athlete, no matter if he's a rookie or a second-year guy, he's still gonna get attention.
This may be true, but we're talking about women, other women feeling insecure about other women coming at their men.
Well, okay, let me ask you this. This is the perfect because I'm gonna ask you. All right, you got women that say they don't want to date a guy who don't get attention from women. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I've heard that.
So what do you think about that? So date a guy who doesn't get attention from women. If y'all don't want a man who won't get attention from women.
Okay. I see where you're going with that. But even, let me tell you something about that situation. Because I've seen women have unattractive men, and just because they have that man, other women look.
They look, but they don't touch, do they?
We don't know that. We just
they not touching. They just looking.
It's almost like
because man, he's wearing a wedding ring. He's wearing is he married? If he's married and wearing a wedding ring, women are gonna look at that and they're gonna give him double looks because we all know that women out there that they like to chase after other women's men. I mean, especially if he's married. You know that. You know. And they go.
So, do you not think it's vice versa? You don't think men are the same way?
That chase married women?
Yeah.
Nah, men are not chasing married women like that. Even Aisha confirmed it, basically. That men aren't even giving her compliments or hitting on her like that. So she basically confirmed it.
Okay.
No?
So then we're going to move on because I know for a fact there are men out there that would rather deal with a married woman because they don't have to deal with the girlfriend attributes of a relationship.
Hold up now. If he's being talking about a dude who's a side dude.
Say that again.
Talking about a man who's a side dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
There are, but guess what? That woman, she pursued that situation. Trust me. Because to be a married woman, to be messing around, she has to make time for that guy. She has to make sure her husband ain't finding out, you know. And if a dude is pursuing her like that, trust me, it's gonna be the other way around, you know.
Okay, so question at hand for you, because for me personally, right, going back to the topic that you have, there are a lot of men, and I'm not going to blame it all on men, because it's insecurity situations as well. But when you look at music videos, when you look at women that are in the mainstream, when you look at women that are on Instagram, these are the typical body types that we're shown. So I'm not surprised that you have women sitting out there doing all this augmentation to their bodies when they have all these, different women putting it out there to them. And when you mention Kim Kardashian, she has the most lopsided body I've ever seen. but Kanye wanted her. You understand? He wifed her.
He's wanted her for a long time. He's wanted her for a long time, though.
No. He wanted her after he saw another black man with her.
She's doing a lot of black men.
No. Once he saw Ray J's video with her is when he fell in love.
Shout out to Ty City. So, talking about back in 2007, 2008 when that video came out?
Go check that fact.
Okay.
He stated it in many interviews.
That dude was joking, man. He was trolling.
He was
trolling. Kanye was shout out to you, Kanye. You goddamn troll, you.
Nobody was checking for her when she was rolling with Paris Hilton.
Well, she was with Reggie Bush. She was with Reggie Bush though when he was at the top of his game, when he was well known and popular.
And then what did Reggie Bush turn around and do? Go get him another Kim Kardashian with less bodies that we know of.
I think that girl actually might look better than Kim K, but that's just me. But hey,
it's still that aspect of what he went for. We can see she's still in the genre. So when we talk, going back to what you were saying, your basically your title, there are men out here that they chase these women, and other women feel kind of like, damn, I gotta do the same thing if I want to compete. I mean, you got a bunch of plastic people out there.
Yes, you do. And you in Atlanta, and and you told me you see it because you're right there in Atlanta, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. But when I brought up Atlanta, the reason why I brought up Atlanta because there's more actual booties than fake. And that's true. Like, I don't know what it's about in Georgia, but they're bred different. Like, their body types, and that's the problem I'm having with China, Black Chinas, and Kim Kardashians and Nicki Minaj. That damn Nicki. Because Nicki is another one. Her ass done got so big. I don't understand what's she doing.
She got it boosted because it was dropping. It was dropping, and she got it boosted. She got it boosted up because it was dropping. I think that's why.
Well, it's still dropping because it don't look like it picked up none to me. And that's what I'm saying. My thing is, when I look at a woman's body, and I'm a woman, and I don't have no big ass at all, okay, at all. But I have my own little attributes.
Okay.
But I don't have a big ass. But what I do know about ass and people who have them naturally, it comes with a certain curve. Okay. You either got the hips to support it, or your thighs are going to support it.
Okay.
But when you got chicken legs and a big pamper in the
right. That shit looks weird. It's weird. I'm sorry. I mean, when I see you with little skinny legs and you got wide hips, like the Queen Naija chick, like when you shape like that, I'm not looking twice. I'm gonna look and I'm gonna keep it pushing because I know it's fake and I know that you look weird. You know?
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, not fake. It's you got some fat moved around, but still it looks unnatural. You know.
Exactly. One more point before I go, because I don't want to hog up your time. Is makeup. Can we touch on that too?
Are we gonna have to be quick?
Real quick. The makeup is wrong too, you guys. I'm really tired of you guys out there with this makeup so flawless, and when you come out of it, you look totally opposite. It's wrong and misleading to these men, and it's sad. And I want y'all to stop that.
Stop it.
Tone down a little bit.
Absolutely. We hear you. But I appreciate you calling in. Yeah, thanks for calling in, all right? It was a really interesting call. All right? Lavender?
You too. Thank you.
All right. Shout out to Lavender. Other good call. Oh, man. Some good calls, man. Yeah, man. I mean, these chicks be getting these fat transfers and these injections, and they think that we gonna look at that and we just gonna be all in. No, we not. We're gonna look at those skinny legs you have, and we're gonna look at the big old enhanced hips and your ass, and we're gonna look like, man, that shit fake, man. That's what we gonna see. That's what we gonna see, you know. That's what we gonna see. Okay, I may take one more phone call. All right, you're live with Jada Black. What's good?
Jay, what's up, man? Ty City, man.
What's good, Ty City?
Man, let me tell you, fam. Like, I would fuck the shit out of Aisha Curry. You hear me? I don't know what the fuck you tripping on, man.
I didn't say. Wait a minute. Hold up. Now, I didn't say I wouldn't sleep with her.
I'm saying I would. Nigga, I didn't even know she had no ass to my partner. Like, if she ain't got no ass, nigga, I don't give a fuck. I like petite women. I like medium women. I like all that shit. Just have some shape on you. Hear me? That's how I rock.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And the niggas gassing up these bitches with these big asses, man. These niggas will take a butt with a gun. Nigga, I can't take the gun.
Yeah, they would. Some of these dudes would. Some of these dudes would take a chick with a gut. They see the ass got gut. They don't care, man. They really don't care.
Man, I done been with women with big asses and shit, nigga. Half of the time you deal with a bitch who came to fuck, she gonna be short of breath. The bitch low key obese.
Yeah,
I like fit women, dog. Like, that's what I'm into. That's how I rock. I can't fuck with just, oh, bitch got a big ass. I don't even know what make a bitch want to jump off a cliff and just get a big old ass. That shit weird to me.
They looking at what other women are doing, the attention that they're getting, the likes that they're getting, the comments that they're getting, and they want to emulate that. They want to build a career off having a big ass.
Dog, it's a bunch of losers liking and commenting. They don't care about the quality of attention. They don't care about the quality of attention. A nigga like me is like, bitch, you fat around your ankles, fat around your knees, fat around your motherfucking elbows, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. All y'all hoes got big asses. Now I'm finna fucking start weeding them out. The real ones, you hear me? We're gonna have to start narrowing all the bitches with big asses.
You know what?
Get you a pass.
You know what, Ty? We need a natural movement, natural body movement. That's what we need. A natural body movement.
It's natural, man.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? You get with a chick. I was with a bitch who had a breast job, bro. You know this bitch nipples wouldn't get hard, dog. I'm sitting there like, that shit wasn't even working, bro. I was like, what the fuck going on? The surgeon didn't connect some wires or some shit, and now the bitch nipples don't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucked up out here, man. Bitches running down the Dominican Republic with their fucking income tax and trying to act like they working out and shit. This shit ain't working, man.
I'm telling you, man. It's a whole new world out here, man. And it's only 2019, family.
Man. What's wrong with a petite chick, man? With a
Ain't
nice
nothing, man.
chick?
There's a lot of cute, attractive, petite, slim women I've seen throughout my life, man. Nothing was wrong with them.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. The big ass, it's time to hang it up. Bitch, you gotta have straight teeth. You can't just have a big ass. You know what I'm saying? Like a big ass got a lot of these bitches through some doors they shouldn't have got through. Real talk.
Right. Some of these chicks starting music careers because they thick. Just cause.
Yeah. Hey, I see a lot of women trying to change what Aisha Curry said. She said she needs attention from other men, not just general attention. She said other men.
Yep, that's what she said.
And then they doing that because she crushing their dreams of being married and the rest of it. They trying to come in and they doing damage control.
Yep.
That's it, man. I just called to say, man, the whole big ass thing, man, that shit ain't even what it is, man. That shit just good that shit good shaking, man. That shit ain't good. But then you lay next to this bitch, you gonna be disappointed with this whole, man. Big jello ass, and you disappointed in the bitch.
Okay. Well, all right, Ty City. Thanks for calling in, man.
All right, bro.
All right, salute to Ty City calling in. Also super chatting. Appreciate it, man. No, I didn't know she did that, Angel. He said Khloe went on Ellen and didn't know how to do a proper squat. Oh yeah, she don't be working out. Her surgeon do all the work for her. Freeform hippie. Big butts, big arms, big breasts. Much easier to go to the gym. Point. Shout out to the chicks with the big old jello-y asses out there. You know, some of these chicks are really nice to look at, but, there's somebody for everybody. And sometimes some dudes may not be into all that, you know what I'm saying? May not be into all that, But salute to everybody that's here, man. Like the stream, man. We've had an excellent show. This has been an excellent show. And y'all know I always put on excellent shows. Even when I don't feel like it. Okay? Energy ain't all there. But the shows are always on point. Okay? Shout out to all the natural women. Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about being with one of these fake, fraudulent body type chicks, because it's something about being able to be, with the female who is all natural from head to toe, and I mean that from head to toe, natural. You know what I'm saying? I see Unique. Hold on, Unique. Something missing on Unique. Something missing. Sorry about that, but something's missing on Unique. Let me go ahead and put your keys right there with you, Unique. Shout out to all the new people here. You know, the chat has been crazy, as it always is. You know, and that's why I do. I like people come here and and converse in the chat. You know, it's really cool, man. And how y'all call in and talk to me. Shout out to everybody that's here. If you have other social media, man, follow me: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Especially on Twitter and Instagram. You know, a lot of people send me articles and stuff like that. On Instagram, they send me stuff, which is cool. Nah, this is a different channel, Unique, different channel. You know, streaming on. For those of you who don't know, you know. Whether she was bald, her not having hair doesn't mean anything. I still rock with her. 3 Little Birds, I still rock with her. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that, like, the Queen Naija female, she can't even sit down. Like, she got to sit on her knees. Like, is that the type of lifestyle that some of y'all want? These IG personal trainers have no muscle tone. You notice that too, Malik? I noticed with some of them. You know, they're very, like, they're not toned up. You know, it's almost like they're just regular people training. IG is Instagram, 3 Little Birds, Instagram. That's short for Instagram. Like that. I appreciate all the support, all the super chatters, man. Shout out to everybody who support me on Patreon monthly, who's bought t-shirts. Shout out to everybody that's bought t-shirts from me. I put a new design in there today. Y'all can go and check it out. So y'all go to the Teespring store and buy some stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, you can also email me, True ATL, and just put the email in the chat. I just put in the chat 3 Little Birds. You don't see it? You just put IG question mark. You should have said, what's your IG? You know? But I just put in the chat 3 Little Birds. Make sure you follow me. And no, I'm not a fool. 3 Little Birds. Bailey Ray says, good voice. Thank you, Bailey Ray. There's a plastic surgeon. He has some crazy story. Oh, your dad's a plastic surgeon, Angel? I know he got stories. Drea McNair's good. If you look at fashion models on their website, they have no muscle definition or tone in their thighs, yet have huge ass. Well, that's what Fashion Nova wants to sell to, Tina. They want to sell to the big butt females or the aspiring big butt females. Because some of these chicks talk about they thick, and then you look at them and you notice they're not thick, but they think they're thick. Thank you, 3 Little Birds. I appreciate it. You know, I'm gonna start putting up some selfies and things of that nature. I did have to take one down because long story, but yeah, I'm gonna start putting up some pics hopefully soon. I just don't be having the time to do it, you know, but I will, because I want to grace my followers, you know, with my, you know, my presence a little bit more on IG. You know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Fashion Nova is trying to sell items to the aspiring big butt chicks. You know what I'm saying? That's what their brand is. Well, actually, Timothy, I've only been live for 2 hours. But I appreciate you counting. Yeah, she got some nice hair. But she doing her job. Well, Kelly, you can get an IG and follow me on there, Twitter. You know, it's up to you. I would like for y'all to let me know if y'all follow me from Instagram. All you gotta do is comment on one of my posts and say, "Hey, Jay, I'm from Instagram." You know. All right, do little bird. Do you? You can use your burner accounts. I know some of y'all got like burner Instagram accounts that y'all follow people on. You lurk, you know. I know y'all be using them burner accounts. Drill, you say you just follow me? Okay, cool. I'm not. I don't have my phone right in front of me. It's in the other room. I'm in the office right now, but I will go and look at it and see who all is following me. But Drill, just comment on the post. You know what I'm saying? Let me know you're from YouTube. And if you're new to the channel, man, make sure y'all subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, you know. Aisha Curry got a new show entitled "May I Have Your Attention, Please." Mr. J, are you trolling me? Is that real or you just bullshitting? I know she ain't got no show called that. You're right, Marie. The Jasmine chick is actually, she's like really thin, but she's like really curvy. Like she got some assets on her. You know what I'm saying? For a chick that's thin, she got some assets on her. You know what I'm saying? She got some assets on her. I see what Joe was looking at. Joe be picking the spots. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tristan Thompson. Got a baby by a munchkin. Jeez. All right, Miranda. Good night to you. Appreciate you coming through. All right. Three Little Bird said, followed you on the burner. Okay. I know y'all got them burner accounts. Y'all be knowing about the IG stuff more than I do. So I know y'all be having accounts. I know y'all be having accounts. Okay. Let's see. Hey Jay, if you want to, can the next stream be about the advice conventionally ugly women, femcells or femcell? That would be interesting, TSK. As long as you're calling in and you want to speak on it, I can do that. No, the phone lines are over, man. We done with the phone calls. Y'all know I usually don't stream past 2 hours like that. You know what I'm saying? Or 3. I usually, especially 3 hours. Y'all know I'm not one of them people that be on lives, 5 hours, 8 hours. I mean, I don't know how some people do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But some of y'all do. Some people can. They can go live literally for 8 hours straight. And then take a little break, come back and do another 8 hours. I agree. My favorite live yet. Everyone here is cool. Okay, Monica. I appreciate that, Monica. All right. But this has been fun, people. Make sure you tell your friends and family that you found, someone that you really think they should listen to, and then that you really think has a lot to offer in this world. Okay. Again, if y'all want to email me, you want to pour your heart out, you want to send me content, you can always go to the email. It's in the description. JayTheBlackLive. It's my name. live@gmail.com. And make sure you have it right. Before you call. You don't want to call. Well, you don't want to put. Call the wrong number. You don't want to put the wrong email in there. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure it's the right one. All right. But y'all have been a very, very good chat, man. All right. Yeah, True ATL just put in there. Love you all. Follow your heart, and your ass will follow. Okay, Monica. Yeah, shout out to all of you, all the difference of opinion. I appreciate everybody, because let me tell y'all this: the one thing that we should always get out of life is the fact that we can always, grow and progress from every situation. We can learn something. Don't listen to people that say that you can't learn or grow from particular from other people, because there's even people that you may not agree with. They're gonna say something that's gonna be like, wow, okay, you know what I'm saying? So there's always ways of progressing through people that you would listen to and get get something from, and then there's people that you feel like you're not gonna learn anything from. But shout out to everybody here. That's it for me. Good night to you. I'll see y'all on the next show. All right, so take care. I'll see y'all.